BookTube, this is Space Pirate Holder, and this is my Space Opera September TBR. For those of you who don't know, Space Opera September is a readathon put together by Thomas of SFF 180. It started last year and it's continuing this year. And I'll leave links to his videos on Space Opera September down below. So Space Opera September is what it says on the tin. You read space opera from 1 to 4 books, and while you read, you advance in rank from a space cadet to a fleet admiral, or if you read too diversely, you can advance along a rebel track. Last year I made it all the way to Fleet Admiral, or not Fleet Admiral, Space Pirate. And I have quite a collection of ships and stuff. So I'm looking to add to my fleet. Anyway, so these are the books I have selected. First of all, I would like to start on Ian M. Banks's Considerflebus. This is the first novel in his culture series. I quite enjoyed his novel Accession, which came out about a decade after Considerflebus. I've tried Considerflebus at least once and didn't quite make it quite very far, but I'm looking forward to having another go at it. Let's read the back. The war raged across the galaxy. Billions had died. Billions more were doomed. Moons, planets, the very stars themselves faced destruction. Cold-blooded, brutal, and worse, random. The Adherents fought for their faith. The culture for its moral right to exist. Principles were at stake. There could be no surrender. Within the cosmic conflict, an individual crusade, deep inside a fabled labyrinth on a barren world, a planet of the dead prescribed to mortals, lay a fugitive mind. Both the culture and the adherents sought it. It was the fate of Horza, the Changer, and his motley crew of unpredictable mercenaries, human and machine, to actually find it, and with it their own destruction. Considerflebus, a space opera of stunning power and awesome imagination. And it will get me a Dreadnought, I think. I'm also planning on reading The Vanished Birds by Simon Jimenez. This came out just recently, and I've been meaning to get to it. Nia Imani is a woman out of place and outside of time. Decades of travel through the stars are condensed into mere months for her, though the years continue to march steadily onward for everyone she has ever known. Her friends and lovers have aged past her. All she has left is work. Alone and adrift, she lives only for the next paycheck, until the day she meets a mysterious boy fallen from the sky, a boy broken by his past. The scarred child does not speak. His only form of communication, the beautiful and haunting music he plays on an old wooden flute. Captured by his songs and their strange, immediate connection, Nia decides to take the boy in, and over years of starlit travel, these two outsiders discover in each other the things they lack. For him, a home, a place of love and safety. For her, an anchor to the world outside herself. For both of them, a family. But Nia is not the only one who wants the boy. The past hungers for him, and when it catches up, it threatens to tear this makeshift family apart. I'm also planning on reading Ethan of Athos by Lois McMaster Bujold. I've had this one for quite some time, and I think I bailed on it the first time I tried it, but I'm looking to give it another go. You might think that an obstetrician on a planet forbidden to women would be underemployed. Not so. Dr. Ethan Buchart, Chief of Biology at the Severin District Reproduction Center, is one of the busiest men on the planet Athos. That is until a mysterious genetic crisis threatens Athos with extinction. Drafted to brave the wider universe for his cloistered fellows in quest of new ovarian tissue cultures, Ethan braces himself for his first encounter with those most alien of aliens, females of his own species. But braced or not, his wildest imaginings can never have stiffened him sufficiently for alliance with Dindari mercenary commander Ellie Quinn, an utterly gorgeous mercenary intelligence officer who has her own secret interest in Athos' problems, and Ethan as well. So, let's see how I make with this one. And I'm also planning on reading The Fated Sun by C.J. Cherryh, which will most definitely be giving me a spaceship of some kind, another dreadnought. And, it came out before I was born, so I think I get an Explorer too. They were the Mirai, tall, secretive, bound by honor and the rigid dictates of their striated society. This golden-skinned, golden-eyed race had provided the universe with mercenary soldiers of almost unimaginable ability. For eons, the Kel, the Marie's warrior caste, had fought battles on a myriad of worlds against uncountable foes. Sometimes they even had fought others of their own kind. And even then, the Marie had prospered, honing their skills in proper and traditional combat, eliminating the weak and unfit and giving honor to the strong. But for 4 decades now, they have faced an enemy unlike any other, in defending merchant ships and protecting the intergalactic commerce of the Elephantine Regal. The Kel have met the deadliest enemy any Marie has ever faced. An enemy who does not honor single combat, an enemy whose only way of war is widespread destruction. These humans are mass fighters, creatures of the herd, and the Marie have been slaughtered like animals. Now, in the aftermath of war, the Marie face extinction. It will be up to 3 individuals to save whatever remains of this devastated race. A Kel, one of the last survivors of his kind, a Sen, the priestess and spiritual leader of this honorable people, and a lone human, a man sworn to aid this enemy of his own kind. Can they retrace the galaxy-wide path of this nomadic race back through millennia to reclaim the ancient world which first gave them life? And finally, Triton by Samuel R. Delany, which only has interplanetary war, capture and escape, diplomatic intrigues that topple worlds. And this one came out in 76, so again, older than I am. So, this is my Space Opera September TBR. Wish me luck, and I will let you know how I do. Thank you, BookTube, and see you tomorrow, and have a great afternoon, and stay safe.